What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we're doing a video that I did a few months ago, and it's pretty much how to use your Game Pass subscription and game share with other people, but on PC. Now, we already know how to do this on Xbox. There's a billion different videos on it, but for some reason there's not a lot of videos on how to do it on the PC side for a lot of PC gamers. So we're actually going to go into that. Now, the thing is, I talked about this months ago before Microsoft started putting their Activision Blizzard games onto their subscription service, and I kind of want to do an updated video. I know a lot of you guys had questions about it, and hopefully this will be a more updated and simplified video for you guys to understand. So we're actually going to get into that, and make sure if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, if this video is at all helpful, follow whatever social links you guys may have. But anyway, okay, so we're going to get into it. So I'm in here. This is in my wife's room, so I game share with her. Obviously, it saves me so much money when it comes to buying games, but I'm game sharing with her, so I'm in her room on her PC, and I'm actually going to show you how to do that. Now, like I said, I do game share with my PlayStation 5, so anytime I buy something on my PlayStation, she gets it. Same thing with the Switch. If we buy a digital copy of something on the Switch, she gets it, and on the Xbox. But I'm going to go more into on the PC side. So I'm doing a screen share of her actual computer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now, obviously, personal information I'm going to block out for obvious reasons, but I'll try to make sure that everything that should be seen for you guys to be able to understand will be seen. Now, the thing that I explained in the previous video, and I'll link it if you guys want to take a look at that for more information on it, the key to get Game Pass to work with the game sharing on PC is that you have to be logged into the Windows Store or the Microsoft Store with the account holder of Game Pass. So what that means is I'm the account holder of Game Pass. I'm the one that actually has the Game Pass Ultimate subscription. So on her Windows computer in the Windows Store, it actually has my email address and my password logged in. So if I was to go into the Windows Store on her computer, which I have open right now, I'm actually going to, at the top, if I click on it, it actually has my email address and password. This is not hers at all. And so any purchases that are made are coming through me. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because when you go into the Xbox app to download games, it's actually talking to this Windows Store application. Any purchases that are made, any games that I own will be available in the Xbox app. Now, the other thing is you definitely want to make sure you have the Xbox app installed. I think on Windows 11, for the most part, it's there, but maybe I'm wrong. You may have to go into the store and download it. It's for free, so it shouldn't matter. But when you go into the Xbox app on the computer, you want to make sure that you have the person that does not own Game Pass. That is the person that should be logged in. The Windows Store app is the owner of Game Pass. The Xbox app is the person that will be receiving the Game Pass. I have my initials up here that you guys can see, and over here I'll have her name blanked out, but it's pretty much her account. There is going to be a few caveats to this. Those caveats being, this will not work with every single game, and I'll explain why. Games like Call of Duty, for example, will not work with this method. Also from EA won't work with this method. The reason why they don't work is because when you try to launch those games up, it actually authenticates through a third launcher. Those launchers being Activision's own Call of Duty launcher, or Battle.net for, you know, those Activision Blizzard games, also going through EA's launcher. And those launchers do not talk to the Microsoft Store, so it doesn't matter what you have signed in or not signed in, it's still not going to work. Now, that's fine for the most part because the vast majority of the games in the Xbox app do not require launchers. Like I said, outside of those few games, which is Call of Duty and a bunch of EA games. So all the games that are made, like, you know, Microsoft in-house studios, you have your Halo, you have your Gears, all their third-party games like Control or the Yakuza franchise, all those games are available. Even games like Crash Bandicoot, even though it is from Activision, the same company that does Call of Duty, it doesn't require pretty much Activision's own launcher. It uses just the Xbox launcher in the Windows Store app. So what I'm going to do, just to show you guys, for example, this actually working, is I'm going to go pick a game that I definitely don't own. So let's go to Monster Hunter Rise, for example. And like I said, I have it up here. It's still my account in the Microsoft Store, and then her account in the Xbox app. I'm going to head and hit install. We're just going to click on a drive, for example. We'll just do the C drive. We're going to go ahead and install that. And as you guys can see here, the download is starting. So we're actually going to let that download right now. And it's going to just go into the background. So while we're actually letting that download, I'm going to show you guys, for example. Now, it does say Ultimate up by her name. Now, why it says that, I don't quite remember if it says that just because I have Ultimate, She did sign up for Ultimate very briefly so that she could get some benefits and perks that came with Overwatch, because me and my wife do play a lot of Overwatch. But her subscription to that has since canceled. So, and I'll go ahead and see if I can show you guys that. And like I said, I will have this part blanked out as well. But when I go into the Xbox app on the computer and I go to actually look up her account, you will actually see where it says there's an account mismatch. So you'll see her gamer tag up there, that's her account, and underneath it says the Microsoft Store. That is my login again. It says use device wide for own games subscriptions, which is your Game Pass subscription, and app purchases. So all that stuff at the bottom is mine. Then at the bottom shows when my next renew date is, which that date is the end of the month, so it doesn't really matter. When you go to manage, it's going to actually open up the Microsoft Store page, and it will say that her Xbox account is expired because we're in the Xbox app with her login, even though the store is pulling from my account. And it shows that I can resubscribe. Her account expired on the 7th because, like I said, she just wanted to get some Overwatch perks, and those perks involve you having an active Xbox account. And it was pretty much some skins, and once you got the skins, she got to keep them forever. So, and it shows at the bottom, it says that it expired October the 7th. But you've seen, for me, it shows I have until the end of the month until it's time for my account to renew. So I'm still active. Now, like I said, the biggest takeaway from this is, and I just want to make sure this is abundantly clear, I want to make sure that you sign into the Microsoft Store with whoever is the Xbox account holder. So just keep that in mind. So whoever the account holder is, whoever pays the Xbox monthly subscription, they're the ones who are going to be logged into the Xbox or Microsoft Store, I should say, the Microsoft Store, not the Xbox one. In the Xbox app, you want to make sure that you are signed in with the person that wants to receive Game Pass. They're not paying for it, they just want to receive the benefits. The other thing to remember is that games like Call of Duty, or games like Battlefield, or those EA titles, you will not be able to play those games because they use additional launchers. So since they use additional launchers outside of those two that I named, the Microsoft Store and the Xbox app, it can't authenticate that there's an active subscription because it will keep looking for the person who pays for it. Now, the problem why I didn't say just go ahead and log into those is when you log into those, if the other person wants to play, you know, on their computer at the same time you are, it will show that you're already logged on somewhere else. So that would be problematic. On top of that, anything that you do in the game, achievements or whatever, is going to go towards that account, not to your account. The method that I'm talking about and I'm showing you is you will get all your achievements. When she plays on here, she gets her Xbox achievements. It does not go to me because in the Xbox app, she's logged in. So these are just, I'm just emphasizing all this stuff because, again, I did a video months ago. I don't remember when I did it, but it was like earlier this year, I believe. And Microsoft didn't start putting Xbox games onto Game Pass until like May, I think it was. So maybe it was before that. I think the first game they put on there was Diablo, and then they started doing Call of Duty and Crash and all that stuff. And about to do like StarCraft's about to come on there. Downloading Monster Hunter right now. It's moving pretty slow, actually. What I actually will do, because it is showing you that it is downloading. I have another game which I don't own. I actually bought it on PlayStation, but I never bought it on Xbox, and it's the Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. And for the sake of time, because it's taking so long to download Monster Hunter, it's only 8%. I don't know why, because in reality, I have like a gigabyte internet, and the router is actually in her room. It's not even in my room. It's right over there. Maybe I need to restart her computer so the speed actually moves a little bit quicker. But for the sake of time, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and launch Crash Bandicoot real quick on her computer just so you guys can see. So it's coming up. It's actually saying signing in. Checking for updates and all that stuff, but this is actually going towards her Xbox account, not mine. Just turned the sound off because it was very loud. But if you can see here, I'm actually playing Crash. Like I said, again, she doesn't own the game. I don't own the game. This is literally straight out of Game Pass. So I'll set those terms and conditions. Don't know if there's a way where I can actually, let me see. I was trying to see if I could just pull up her account in game so you can see it. Obviously, I'll still have it blocked out, but like I said, I'm obviously going to have personal information blocked out. But you can see that she is actually playing Crash Bandicoot. I'm on her computer. It shows the achievements, and this is all under her account for achievements. So like I said, you can see here it is where it has the Crash Bandicoot that's running in the background. This is her account, and you can go ahead and see the achievements that she can get. She hasn't played Crash Bandicoot at all. I just downloaded. There was a couple of games I downloaded for the sake of the video. I was trying to download Monster Hunter live while I'm doing this video, but it's just moving so slow. So I just wanted to just, you know, play something that I already did download. You can see that I'm offline. So again, you know, my name at the bottom. Obviously, I'm one of her friends on here, surprisingly, but you can see my account's offline, last online 10 hours ago. Go figure, I was playing Overwatch. But that is my account, but this is her account. As you see at the top, shows Crash Bandicoot, and there's her achievement. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, but you know, I can, like, just for the sake of it, I can click new game, and then it's going to see it's loading. I don't know why it came in window mode or whatever, but and the game's running. So we're actually not gonna get into this, because in case she wants to play it, I'll give her the option to do that. I don't want to, you know, go too far in her game in the event that she actually wants to play this. But we're gonna go ahead and just close that out. But yeah, so there you have it. A game, like I said, the game is actually playing Monster Hunter, still going. It's at 29%. I have no clue why it's this low. Usually, when I download something that's only 35 gigs, it downloads like that. So I'm assuming that there's something going on with her computer that I probably have to look into later and fix. I hope this is a very clear and straightforward video for you guys. I hope it made a lot of sense. If you do have questions, go ahead and throw them down in the comments. I will try my best to answer everyone's questions to make it as clear and as concise as possible. And again, I keep saying this, games like Call of Duty and games that use Battle.net and games that use EA Launcher, maybe even Ubisoft, I don't really quite know about Ubisoft because I don't really think I have anything from Ubisoft installed on these computers, will not work. Now, if you guys play on console, none of that applies because consoles do not use launchers. So games like Call of Duty and EA's games, for example, you have no problem with. On Xbox, I don't remember what Ubisoft's subscription is called. Was it Uplay or Uplay Plus or whatever they call it? I have the subscription on Xbox. It's like $17 a month or something like that. When Star Wars Outlaws came out, for example, I got that game day one, and I was able to play it, and it had like the Ultimate Edition. My wife got the same copy because I'm game sharing with her, and it transfers subscriptions over. So my EA subscription, my Xbox subscription, my Ubisoft subscription, all of that transfers over on console, and that is a dub and a win for console, where on PC, only your Xbox subscription transfers over because of those other launchers. That is something to factor in, especially if you guys are thinking about game sharing. There's actually a cool theory that you guys could do. If you are an owner of PC and the other person has an Xbox, you can game share that way as well. Now, you could do it if they have Xbox and you have a PC, or vice versa, however you want to do it. It does work back and forth. The important part is that the owner of the Game Pass subscription is logged in onto whatever device. So say, for example, I was 100% a PC owner and my wife was 100% an Xbox owner, she would still get all those benefits. She would get, you know, the EA, the Game Pass, all of that stuff, as long as my account is logged in on her system. So you can do a few different things here and there. There's just a few restrictions and limitations on the PC side, but you know, you have some things to work with, and I think I made it pretty clear at this point. So comment down below any questions or what your guys' thoughts on this, or if there's something that you know about it that I haven't described in this video that maybe makes this better. I appreciate you guys for sticking around watching this video, and like I said, if this helped you at all, definitely leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It really helps out so I can make more content that potentially can help you guys. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.